I don't want to be a strong, independent woman.
I don't want to be a strong, independent woman no more. No more.
I am so sick of being told how strong I am because I'm not strong and I don't want to be strong.
This whole I'm a strong, independent black woman and I don't need no man, I'm fucking done with it.
I don't want to work, okay? I don't want to be Miss Independent. I don't want to be a boss babe. I don't want to have a business. I don't want to have a career. I don't want a job. I want nothing.
I'm tired.
INDEP. Like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay? HELPME me. Like, no, give me the soft life. Come help me. Come save me. Come, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
The whole strong, independent, I don't need no man narrative is failing women. And now, many are realizing they can't do it all alone anymore.
I swear, if I could go back in time and tell the woman that stood up for our right to work.
I fell for the boss, I could do everything by myself, that hyper-independent bullshit.
I don't want to be a hardworking woman. I don't know who signed us up to be independent and hardworking, but y'all can have it.
I don't want to be an independent woman no more, okay? I'm tired.
Am I good at being independent? Yes. Do I want to be? No.
I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family. I was focused on trying to get after the bag and all this.
More and more women are waking up to this harsh truth. They spent years building a life that looked great on paper, but behind the filtered selfies and professional achievements is a growing emptiness. Because independence is empowering until it becomes isolating.
I legit woke up, realized that I've slayed all of my goals. I have my career, I have my house, I have the car, I have everything else, and I don't want it anymore.
I think we know at this point we're strong. We've got to be independent. Of course I can take care of myself. Now I want to be taken care of.
As often as I talk about how powerful women are, how independent, strong, I don't want to be a powerful, independent woman.
And what I really want is a family.
At 32, and a couple more months left till I'm 33, I realized that my priorities are changing. And now I want to be a housewife.
The truth is, many of the women in their 20s today are just a decade away from reaching the same realization. And the only reason we got here is because of the extremely high standards women have set.
Never lower your standards for a man.
Why should I lower my standards when I know exactly what I can get, what I need, and what I want?
You should try to date a regular guy. Why would I do that? Be real. My standards are not too high. They're just my standards. And if you can't match them, then you're not for me.
I mean, I didn't think I was asking for too much, but I would love to have somebody that's over 6 foot, dark skin, beard, no kids, house, own car, good credit, washboard abs, be able to pick me up, fine as hell, pretty smile, good hygiene, pretty teeth, big D and a big wallet, and generous, also emotionally intelligent, educated, and loyal.
So sick and tired of people that are in not so great relationships telling me that I need to lower my standards when they are the ones that need to increase their standards.
I still have faith. He's out there somewhere. I'm not going to lower my standards, and I'm not going to give up faith.
I don't want a struggle. I don't want a settle. I want amazing.
The dating market works just like any other market. If a product isn't selling, you have two options. Lower the price to attract a buyer, or let it sit on the shelf until it expires.
I'm 30 and beginning to think that this whole dying alone thing isn't going to be a running joke. It's going to be reality.
It is so hard sometimes watching so many of your friends fall in love and find their person and get pregnant, especially as I'm moving into my 30s. I feel like I'm watching everybody else live out their dream and wondering when my dream is going to happen for me.
I'm just someone out here who's trying to find someone. I just sometimes feel like the love I so desperately want to give and to receive is not meant for me.
I'm struggling. This is for all of the single ladies that are struggling between staying strong, being independent, and then also just wanting it.
And this is what feminism has done for so many women. It encouraged them to spend their 20s chasing careers, climbing the corporate ladder, and traveling the world. But eventually, it all comes full circle, and many start to feel the weight of what they gave up.
I'm not gonna lie, don't tell the feminists, but I would rather stay home and cook and clean.
This is literally what it feels like to work, to pay rent. You are working to live somewhere just to sleep.
I remember growing up, or in my 20s, I would hear of women who would go out, they would seek these fabulous careers, attorneys, doctors, lawyers, whatever it is, whatever they wanted. And then all of a sudden, they would get married and they would give it all up. And I used to think, what the actual... Who does all this to give it up to be a stay-at-home mother? And then I turned 32 and a half, and I realized it is I. I am that woman.
And after years of chasing careers and independence, many women are starting to question if it was all worth it. More and more are now openly rejecting the very ideals they once embraced, feminism included.
So on its face, feminism sounds great, right? Equality for all and girls supporting girls. That sounds so beautiful. But the second you kind of test that out, you very quickly find that it has just become a total facade.
Something that women say to me all the time. Why don't you make your husband a sandwich? Okay. Is he hungry? Does he want a sandwich? Like, did he say something? I make my husband food the last 4 nights. I made my husband dinner. Like, I don't understand this weird maker. Like, they're trying to shame women for taking care of their families.
When I tell you I love to cook and clean, just don't tell the feminists. I love to do it, and I love to do it for a man. I do.
If I'm putting on makeup for my husband to come home from work, or if I'm cooking for him, they get upset. They don't like that. Like, whoever the head of PR is for feminism needs to be fired. They are doing a horrible job.
That is another element of feminism that I cannot stand. It's an attack on family and these things that work. It works. Right. Men are biologically unable to have children. So the aspiration to climb a ladder forever, to wake up every single day and not have to worry about being pregnant for 9 months, I mean, that makes sense. We're different creatures, you know?
Look, being mad at women for their preferences doesn't make sense. It is what it is. The real issue comes when they hit 30 or older and start criticizing men their age for not wanting to date them. It's ironic because, let's be honest, back when they were both 20, they wouldn't have given that same man a second glance.
Here y'all are at 45, 50, talking about, where the good men at? They were back then, 20 years ago. You said he blamed. You said he was boring. You said that you were too lit to be settled down.
It's these women who will talk to young women and tell you about how bad these high value men are. It's these women who are telling young women men are horrible, men are bad, men are this, men are that, because they got all these horror stories to tell about men. But what they don't tell you young ladies is how they blew through all the good men when they were young and hot.
So yeah, a lot of y'all have already missed that boat, baby girls. Or should I say baby grandmas.
What they don't tell you is all the good men that wanted to wife them or marry them when they were 18 to 24. They don't tell you about the men whose heart they broke, the boyfriends who wanted to marry them in college, but they wanted to hold out for the dude that just was a little bit taller, or they didn't want to commit because they so young. They wanted to be like Tony Braxton and wish I'd have happened. They don't tell you about all that.
Last week, I dropped a video about single moms and the challenges they face in the dating market. Click the video on your screen to check it out. But if you've already seen that one, here's another one you'll want to watch.